Hello everybody, hello. This is Chris Barron for what's the day? I don't know the date. Goddamn, what's the current date? How can I not know the date and start the stream? That's not good. For the 18th of November 2020. How are you guys? I hope you're doing well. Let's have some fun. Today I'm gonna announce the new contest. I'm not really sure if it's gonna be until Sunday or if I'm gonna extend it. But let me first present the contest, and then you guys can vote if we're gonna have it until Sunday or the next week. So basically, what I need is the following. We're gonna do a design competition for my website of us. Let me share my screen so you can see what's what. So the contest is going to be the following. The design competition is for this website for of us, and basically what I need is an icon. I need an icon for my logo. The logo should not change. The logo should be kept as is. And I need a new icon. Now, the idea behind the icon, and this is why this stream is quite important, because I don't think that I'm going to be able to write these details in the brief. I want something like this. So this is basically a brand here in Romania that's basically translated to pig, right? Now, this brand is doing a great job in terms of merchandise with this icon. So this icon right here, you can see it's being used all across the board in various ways. So this is what I like to do as well. Let me show you some other examples as well. You can see that the loading icon is based on the pig as well. You can see it here as well. There are a few variations, for example, this one. So basically the icon itself isn't all that detailed. So you can see here it's quite simple, but basically with a bit of creativity, you can use it in any number of ways. Let's see if we can find something else. Again here with the camouflage. Again here fairly simple. The classic t-shirt, right? With the symbol, really small. So this is the type of thing that I'm looking for. Now, the business is basically oats, right? And basically, loads of people associate oats with horses for whatever reason, right? They go hand in hand for whatever reason. I think that's what horses prefer to eat, oats. So that's the name of the company. What you see here is basically oats with an extra H, OH-A-T-S, whatever, right? So this is why I'm thinking that I need an icon based on a horse. So this is your task. Now, basically what I want you to do is come up with a symbol that basically incorporates my vibe. The symbol can be whatever. It can be in Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe XD. It can be with a pen tool. It can be with a piece of pen and paper. It really doesn't matter. I'm also not interested in having a completely finished icon because I realize that's really not reasonable, right? But what I need is something to match my vibe. Now, basically, you'll have to look at the website and see what's what. You have to see what the current vibe is. But more importantly, you should look at our Instagram. And here you're going to see loads of memes, right? So you're going to see loads of memes. So this is quite friendly. We need a healthy dose of personality, right? So with constantly just posting some stuff just for the fun of it, right? It's basically my personality. So I'm serious, but I'm also, I love having fun quite a lot. So this means that in terms of the icon, we shouldn't have something that's too fancy. For example, this one right here, this would be way too fancy for my taste. So this one here, this would not fit. Probably something like this, but even this one, I think it's a bit too artsy. So that's basically the challenge, right? It's finding that middle ground between having something fun and versus having something way too plain. Because, for example, this one, again, it's a bit too plain. Now, again, the problem is this one is plain as well. And basically the design makes it pop, various things, various treatments is what makes it pop. Let's have a look-see here. Nah, these are pretty basic. Let's see what else. Again, look, the camouflage. This is pretty basic. Camouflage yet again. So it's a bit difficult. It's quite a challenge, right? But first and foremost, yeah, that's the thing. We really need a good vibe, and we really need something that's preferably not in use by anyone else, right? Because obviously that's the main thing. I don't need something completely original. Obviously, that's not reasonable to assume, because again, probably I'm gonna put my own style on it, and I'm gonna be able to make it interesting by really going to town with it. But yeah, having the right idea is probably the most important thing. Again, I don't think this is the right one. Maybe something like this, though outline may not be ideal. Probably I need something. Oh, and this is an A actually. Quite nice. Probably I need something a bit simpler. Huh, this one is pretty nice, but again, not for me. This one is pretty. For example, look, let's not go this route, because there's a very famous esports website. This one, TL.net, Team Liquid, and again, this type of thing. Well, it's really nice. It's a bit too masculine, a bit too. It doesn't fit my vibe. So it has to be something fairly friendly, and it has to be something that can be used in a number of ways. So yeah, that's the challenge basically, and it's a pretty big one. Again, $20 is obviously not enough. It's not, this takes a lot of time and whatnot. But I would appreciate an idea. I would appreciate you trying something. Again, it can be in any type of format. It doesn't have to be polished. It doesn't have to be, ready to be used. But I'm looking for that vibe, right? I'm looking for something with a bit of personality, but also somewhat serious, right? So that's the challenge. Now, let's have a poll here. Let me know, do you want the deadline to be this Sunday or the next Wednesday? I'm not willing to go more than Wednesday, right? But on the other hand, I'm not really sure if people are gonna... I mean, Wednesday having 7 full days, I'm not really sure that it's really gonna matter, because most people, Monday and Tuesday, I don't think they're gonna work on this. So let's have a poll here. This Sunday, Wednesday. Okay, so please vote here so we can see what's what. In the meantime, I'm gonna jump into some design reviews, because I have something pretty nice. Oh, okay, so I see that people are looking more towards Wednesday. Okay, that's pretty nice, pretty interesting. Keep on voting, please, because that's fairly important. Again, I'm not really sure. Just one little thing about the brief. I'm not really sure what I can write in the brief, right? This is why this stream is really important. The main thing is I'm gonna probably show you this website. I'm probably gonna drop you the link so you can see what's what. And then yeah, again, just try and see my vibe. Try and see what this company is all about. And I think the logo is a great starting point, because again, it's not serious. It's not all that friendly. It's a mix. It's something a bit funky, right? So I think that's a great place to start. Yeah, Wednesday it is. Okay, so Wednesday it is. One last thing. No, I think that's it. Because again, you know what? I was thinking about maybe increasing the price, but increasing the price is, again, it's not something that I think is appropriate. And obviously, I'm sure that most of you guys would appreciate more money. But the idea behind this is more about practicing. It's more about getting used to reading briefs and interpreting, difficult situations, and doing exactly this, because this is a fairly difficult challenge. Making sure that the icon, fits the logo, making sure that the icon matches the overall vibe of the company. That's the type of thing that's really precious, right? The prize amount is important for some people, but that's not the point, right? The point is to actually get better at it and make sure you actually understand the client's needs and that you actually delivered something. So that's the essence. So I don't think I'm gonna raise the prize amount, because I think if we raise the prize amount, I think it can really turn into something else. I think people may get upset. I think people may start doing some shady things. So for that reason, I think I'm gonna keep it like that. Now, going back to a design review, let's see how this is looking like. I just saw it, and I think it really made a good impression, and I really want to talk a few minutes about it, because I think this is the type of website that can really win most design competitions on 99 Designs right now. For whatever reason, this strikes a very good balance between being creative and, yeah, I think being clean. So creative and clean. I think this is the fine line that most clients appreciate. And this is the type of hero area that everybody should strive for. First of all, it's very simple. There's loads of white here. This shadow right here at the top that separates the main menu. It really is something that you should 100% try and steal. For whatever reason, this type of drop shadow works best. Not a divider, not a 1 pixel divider. Not having loads of empty space. Just having a simple drop shadow. This works perfectly. Now, if there is something that I would add, is something like this, very similar to what I did on my own website, is having something like this with a nice color. Maybe something obviously a bit taller so you can actually see it. So something like that, right? This is the type of thing that you can immediately steal and it will give you decent results. I would like to see a home icon here. For whatever reason, clients need to have a home icon, a home menu item. Another thing, I don't think this empty space, is this equal? It seems equal, but for whatever reason, I'm not liking it. I would like to see less space here, and I would like to see something a bit different in terms of fonts. So this font right here is absolutely beautiful. Again, for whatever reason, clients really appreciate this type of hierarchy. Now, there are various mistakes here, but we'll get into that in a moment. This is very bold, very chunky, very manly. This is actually quite feminine, easy going, easy on the eye. Then we have something that's, again, not shouting for attention. It's really subdued. And then we have a color that really stands out, that really grabs your attention. So all this is beautiful. This is very well done. Going here on the right side again, this house is fairly boring, right? If you would have included it in a simple rectangle, this would have been horrible. But because it's in this nice shape, in this interesting shape that's a bit irregular, this all of a sudden gets elevated, right? It's like an omelet, a deconstructed omelet, or whatever, what chefs do, in fancy restaurants. They take something simple and they elevate it. It's the same thing here, and I really appreciate that. I think, again, this part right here is something that you can learn from tremendously. Now, let's talk a little bit about the issues, because we do have a few issues here, and I think if we can slightly improve it, this is gonna be a 4 to 5 star design without any question. So first of all, I don't like this amount of space versus this amount of space, right? You can see that it doesn't make any sense. So this title should be all one unit. This is all one unit. Well, if it's all one unit, these should be closer together, right? So they form one unit. On the other hand, this is a separate unit. So because of that, there needs to be more space here, right? So let's have a quick, it should be something like this, right? Where this space is whatever, 13 pixels. And here, I would like to see something like 20 pixels, right? Something like that, right? Whatever. Ideally, maybe double, right? And with that double space, I would use it again here. So I would have symmetry. So again, basically, I would take this, I would move this down a bit in a place where this space here is equal to this space here, right? Maybe this is a bit too much, but you get the point. And if you nail that, just this simple thing, forming the proper hierarchy, you're gonna be golden. Again, this is something that you can apply in most websites, in most projects, and people are gonna love it, right? But something that's really nasty is this part right here. You should not do this, because the main menu is fairly short. Because of that, if you don't have enough breathing room, it looks busy, it looks crowded. And the first impression is obviously the most important one. So just remove this part, right? And just center this. center it, place it above, and you'd be good to go. Maybe put an icon here, the phone icon, though that's really not needed. And that's gonna be that, right? Again, shrink this space to my space here. Maybe make this semi-bold, maybe bold, and this is gonna be fantastic. Now, going down a bit, this is actually from TripAdvisor. And if you're gonna steal, obviously steal from the best. Let me see if I can bring it up on the monitor. TripAdvisor is obviously a huge website. Everybody is used to it. For whatever reason, it's not loading on my second monitor. Why is this not loading? Let me try on the second on Google Chrome. TripAdvisor. So TripAdvisor has one of the best bars right here. But they actually changed their website. Oh, this is quite nice. This is very nice, actually. They used to have a bar, but they changed it to this part. And this is beautiful. This is beautiful. But yeah, I'm sorry to say that I can't show you the bar. They used to have a fantastic bar here. Let's see what else. Maybe booking.com still has something of that nature. Not really. They do have a search bar here, but it's not what I'm looking for. In any case, this right here usually converts really well. It basically makes people use it, and it's something that, again, most clients love. It's fairly easy to get right as well. But what I would do is I would extend this background a bit higher up, and I would basically center it, right? So basically, I would do something like this, right? I would add a rectangle here, the same color as this one, and I would place it underneath it, right? And for whatever reason, again, this really stands out. This really looks nice. And it's so easy to do from a technical standpoint. It's really easy to do. Now, obviously, this color isn't right. It's too far down. This gray is horrible. But you know, if you go something around this place, this is going to be a night and day difference. And because you're going to have a color background, again, the white is going to pop that much more. It's quite a shame here that, again, when you use strokes, you really have to go for 2 pixels. 2 pixels because, again, all these little details add up, and instead of 3 stars out of 5, you're all of a sudden gonna get 4 or 5 stars. So if this would have been 2 pixels and if this would have been green, again, night and day difference. I know it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like a big deal, but I promise you it is. Another thing, this is the main call to action, right? Green, beautiful. Don't change it here. Use the same color code. Use the same one. You have the phone number here. You have schedule inspection, beautiful. But don't change it up here. I don't think it's a good idea. Especially when you also have the same color here. So again, I think it's one of the easiest things. One color should be an action color. One color should be just for decorative purposes, right? Because you can't use green absolutely everywhere. It doesn't make sense, right? It may be a bit boring at a certain point. But, you know, this part right here, pretty good, right? The icons are beautiful, are detailed, but the gray really ruins it. And because you're using the same color as this part here, you're basically confusing things. Just keep them separate, right? But yeah, again, just so I'm clear, this part right here, if you want to win design competitions, just steal this part. Steal this part and you're going to be golden, right? Fix the issues that I said, and it's honestly going to work really well. One thing for the shape here, for this green shape, you could potentially add 1 or 2 and then add a stroke. Make them transparent, just keep the stroke and have them, you know, 3 pixels, something like that. Similar colors, green and teal blue or whatever, that may work as well. Or if you want to keep it solid, again, change these ones to an outline, right? Change these ones to an outline. And again, what I do is look at this label, right? For example, let me see. Look, you can see the star here, the circle, the triangle, another circle here that's just an outline. So this type of thing really just adds something, a bit of attention to detail, a bit of love, right? So this is why I appreciate these circles, but unfortunately, I think they could be a bit better, right? I think they could be a bit better. Just a bit more on this website, and that's gonna be that. This is it's decent, but I wouldn't. I'm not in love with it. Um, mm, could be a bit better. Pretty good overall. I appreciate that you watched Master Web Design in Photoshop because you repeat the call to action, so that's pretty good. Again, your gray is a major problem. I'm not sure if you're using an IPS monitor, a good high quality monitor, but yeah, this is way too dark. You don't have enough contrast here, so that's not cool. Again, the call to action really nice, fantastic stuff. Avatars are cool. FAQ pretty good as well. This part I love it. Again, this is probably one of the best ways to do an FAQ. Let me actually see what I did on my website. Yeah, I used the same icon. I didn't include this part here, but I think it works really well here. Now, you could just make it, you know, exactly like I did, half and half, but I think this one looks a bit better. So overall, I'm happy with that. This part pretty cool, pretty okay. Just make sure you choose decent grays because this looks inactive, right? That's the danger with going in this part right here, right? My advice: either stay here, or if it's inactive, go here, right? So what you're doing here is not cool, it's not ideal, right? And regarding the footer, this you need the color overlay here. You need to make it white. And you need to take all this and place it here, half and half. Social media, it should all be white. You shouldn't use gray here. Overall, a pretty good website, and again, I'm really happy that you submitted it in the Discord chat because there's loads to learn here. It's something so simple yet so effective, right? So yeah, overall, I'm really happy. One final thing before I end up. Okay, that's one of the. Okay. Regarding the logo that you just submitted it, pretty good, but again, you have to make sure that all the details are really gonna be visible. So what you did here with the oat leaf or whatever that is in its mouth, when you shrink it down, you may not see it, you may not understand it, right? So that's something you need to be aware of, right? But again, I appreciate it. Try and see what's what. One final advice regarding the logo is the following. Take this, whatever, make it black, make it outline, whatever. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Take a screenshot of the website and just try and place it right next to it, right? Apply a color overlay, make it orange or whatever, and just see how it looks like, right? That's the ideal situation. Make a screenshot, place your icon here, and see how it looks like, right? That would be the ideal situation. That's about it. I'm really tired. I went to the gym. Yesterday 5.5 kilometers, today a strong workout, chest workout and triceps. I'm feeling great. My spirit is great. The body not so much. I'm a bit tired, but overall, yeah, I'm in good spirits. I've already recorded some new lessons for CC 2021. They're already live in Ultimate Photoshop Training. You can check them out. But when I'm done, I'm gonna send the newsletter. I'm gonna post here in the announcements exactly what I uploaded and what I updated, so you don't have to go through the entire course, you know, just to figure it out. Okay, guys, thank you so much. We're gonna have another stream on Sunday, and then on Wednesday, I'm gonna award $20 for the best concept. If for whatever reason you can't manage, you don't have any idea whatsoever, one final thing I promise. Steal one of these and just edit them, right? Just, hey, Chris, I think this is the type of vibe that you're looking for. Maybe add something in his mouth, maybe add an eye or whatever, but just say that it's stolen. You have to make sure that you say it's stolen, right? Because again, I'm not looking for the finished product. I'm looking more for the concept, but we have to be clear about what's original and what's stolen, right? Because that would not be okay. Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Chris signing out. Have a good one. Goodbye.